What a Thursday. A couple decent matchups too. Not disappointed about it. And for people joining on TikTok, if you join on X or YouTube, you can see our screen share. But we have a better slip going today, a 3-man slip. Should we break down our picks here?
Sure. Where do you want to start? Byron Brown?
Yeah, let's start with him. So, I mean, this is kind of, I guess, game of the day. It's the only ranked, team Boise State playing, but we're expecting, some points to be scored here for sure. So we got Byron Brown, quarterback for South Florida, over 215.5 passing yards.
Yep, FanDuel's got it at 224.5. And, I mean, they're both fast offenses. I think what's the total? 64.5, I think, altogether. So they're going to be scoring. And it's a tight game. It's going to be a tight game. I like South Florida plus 5.5 also.
Yeah, definitely not a bad spread pick. So for anybody who is in daily fantasy sports states, get on better picks. To be honest, I'm not even like the biggest fan of the interface of the app and everything, but they have some lines that we can take advantage of. Like this one, you said it was set at 226 or something, 224.
Yeah, 225.5, 225.5 on FanDuel, and then I think MGM was up to 226 or 227. So yeah, they're all over.
We locked a slip in with 10 plus yards in our advantage there. So Byron Brown, over 250.5 passing yards, leg number 1 on our better slip. Leg number 2, is it BJ Edwards? Is that his first name?
Billy
Edwards Jr., Wisconsin quarterback, under 220.5 passing yards.
Yeah, expect a beat down. And then he doesn't need to throw for 300. It's 17.5-point favorites. They get up by a couple scores early. The whole second half, they're going to be running the ball. Wisconsin wants to run the ball anyway. So it doesn't, this is the money. I like this one a lot. And DraftKings, FanDuel, all the big ones were at 227.5, 228.5. So we're fine.
Completely agree with that. Whoops, I didn't realize that screen was switched like that. Somebody just commented Micah Parsons got traded. I know they're listening to offers, but I don't know if a trade's actually gone through or if that's a Nick.
Is that just happened
right there? Did it really just happen? And then our last one, Key on Nebraska, their leading receiver, over 49.5 yards. I mean, we expect Nebraska to play well today.
Yeah, this is the chance for Dylan Raiola to be that top 10 pick that he wants to be and be just like Patrick Mahomes.
Just like him. All right, everybody on TikTok, I'm going to flip the camera, screenshot this right now because then we're going to move on to other picks. But these lines were only on better. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure if they're even available still, which is why it's important to be in the Discord because we always catch lines, early so that we get an edge on them. And with a lot of these, like we got 10 plus yards advantage on it. Matt asked, do we like Boise State today? You already said South Florida spread.
Yeah, love South Florida spread.
Oh, Micah Parsons traded to the Packers.
It actually happened?
Yep.
I saw the stuff yesterday about rumors.
I got the ESPN alert right there.
What do you think the Super Bowl odds shift to? Because it's gonna.
Oh, it is going to. I mean, I guess. Do you know were the Packers favorite to come out of the division, or was it still the Lions?
Lions were, but it was tight. I mean, that's a crazy division in itself.
Yeah,
but yeah. Now they just made them the favorites.
100%.
For sure.
And then I'm trying to think of how do you break down the NFC? Philly's undisputed number 1, but
who's the Eagles? Yeah.
Who is number 2?
I think the Lions go on a down tick. I think who else? The Commanders. I think they go on a down tick.
I agree.
The 49ers, you can't really trust it. Brock Purdy's a hard guy to trust. Rams, you don't know when Matt Stafford's coming back. I mean, it might be the Packers, especially with that, man. How could it not be the Packers? But it's still going to be hard to beat the Eagles.
It's going to I think obviously Micah Parsons on the Packers is phenomenal and great, but I agree. I don't see them in the Super Bowl, the next year coming out of the NFC still. I think Philly is going to be too tough to get through. And then if the Rams are healthy, I trust McVay and Stafford in the playoffs more than I would trust Jordan Love, right?
Totally. The Rams were the one team that gave the Eagles, fits a little bit in the playoffs. Yep. But I don't know. We'll see. That's a big trade. I mean, that shifts a lot of stuff.
That is a huge trade there. I was hoping the Bears would be in on the picture, and instead it's kind of the complete opposite of anything I would have wished would happen.
Nightmare.
That's not helpful for Caleb Williams' development right there at all.
Right.
All right. Anybody? Okay, so we got any MLB props, and then I guess we can just pull up the live screen right now, see what's going on.
Right. I know that Cubs Nerfy's still a live bet, but that's just a parlay filler.
Yep. Actually, did that game already start?
I thought it was later. I'm not 100% sure.
And actually, okay, 2-1 in the first inning with
Well,
Logan
thank God
Webb
we didn't touch it.
on the mound.
Right.
It has
Well,
been the Yurfie day today.
all of them.
Can you tell me let's see. Can you tell me one game you see more secure to bet in baseball today? Well, games are almost over. Actually, this is the play right here, Aaron Nola, under 5.5. It's odd that I almost wish we had as our play of the day.
Right. Right.
I guess
Yeah, it's going.
prices they've shot down, so we probably would have missed the boat anyway. Because let's see, by 6 a.m. these things are already in the 150s pretty much everywhere. I've seen upset stuff for the Braves beating the Phillies today. High game total here. I guess we could look at this Mets -1.5 if that's.
Yeah, they play each other tight so often, though.
They do, and I'd rather be on a +1.5 than a -1.5 in general, just with
I
how
agree
many
with that.
score games we get to see. Let's see. Yeah, I guess this Yankees White Sox. I mean,
There was good stuff on that Nerfy too. You just got to get past Aaron Judge.
yeah. Let's see if we can find that nerf if it's over here.
I think it was a good bet this morning.
And it's crazy how much lines change and price changes and. Yeah, damn, I'm not even seeing it.
I don't know. I think the Yankees are up there for the scariest teams to take no runs first inning on.
They are. I don't know that we've ever taken a Yankees nerfy.
Not as a max play, no.
Let's see. Anybody have questions specifically on any of these games? We would be happy to.
Or the football games, yeah.
Yeah, we have college football. Let's pull up that tab real quick for anybody. So these are going to give us a bunch of games on the 28th, 9th, and 30th. But if we go, let's see, Boise State first game, Yankees and Mets parlay. I mean, it should happen, but I can't say I have full confidence that would hit.
Right. I would rather go Yankees Nebraska parlay.
Yeah, that's not a bad. Yankees Nebraska is not bad because the Marlins they can come out of nowhere and beat. Yeah. They asked why. The Marlins they're kind of a dangerous team, and
Right.
like Evan said, they've played each other really tough.
Is that Is it Braves Phillies?
Braves Phillies.
Yeah. Okay.
He said, let's just add Nebraska. So you're going Nebraska.
Add Nebraska. I like it. I like it.
Going for all three. So you've been on South Florida. Everything right now on Smart Better is pointing South Florida.
Yep.
First quarter money line. First half money line, there we go, and full team money line are all great and good bets. And then this is really interesting here, under 13.5 first quarter points. This was one of the best bets of the game this morning. So I don't know if that's predicated on the line moving or what happened there. Nothing crazy here.
Right, and we just need. I mean, in 250, we need 216 yards out of South Florida quarterback. That's not that's not hard to get to.
No, not at all.
Even if he has a slow first quarter, that's not hard to get to, especially in a college football game where they're running up and down a bunch.
Yep, and yeah, I mean, even alternate spreads are on South Florida, so that's good for our quarterback pick. And then it's good for just what you had said. That's a spread you like. Here's a 6.5. I guess we'll probably never really see extreme odds movements on a spread, right? Because they would just change the number.
Right. But you got to catch it. So, if it starts moving and DraftKings is still sitting at 6.5 and everything else is at 5.5, that's a perfect time to catch it and you get that extra point.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, I don't know how to tell the wife and kids if the Mets don't cover, we'll be homeless.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I don't know that that's the one I'd want to be on today. Better Hub said, send plays to me. DM us and we'll get you hooked up with plays. Let's see, anybody else? What questions do you guys have? We got a little less than 20 minutes till Boise State kicks off.
All right. Feels good to be back. College football is officially back. I know week 0 always feels weird. We're back now.
Yep. I know. Week 0, it's fun and everything, but it doesn't feel, it feels like a preseason game, even though
Right. Well, in
that,
Ireland, the biggest
yeah,
games in Ireland, like who cares? It doesn't feel big.
yeah. And it's kind of a shame because that was such a meaningful game
Totally. It
for
was a huge
standings
game,
and
conference
everything.
game, and yeah, huge game.
Yeah, what's up? God 322 said Parsons to Green Bay. That's absolutely crazy. Daniel said, what do you got for the late home runs? We really don't do home runs. He said, or week 1 money lines. We will have a live for week 1 NFL
Yeah.
next week, but we're not going to touch that yet. Still too early to be able to really get a good read on what the
Right.
market's
And
doing.
we'll do one before Saturday's week 1 college football
Yep.
too. Because there's a bunch of good games there too.
That's going to be a fun day.
Right.
Let's see what else we got, guys. Touch any FCS games. We did last year a little bit. We had a couple in the VIP for that. We
Right.
have not yet this year, but not to say that we won't.
No, totally. But those big spreads, they hit those big spreads. Like Oklahoma plays Illinois State. I think it's tomorrow or Friday. Or no, so it must be tomorrow. But that's 36.5. It's not terrible taking that. And then Illinois plays Western Illinois, and they're 45.5-point favorites. As crazy as that sounds.
Mm-hmm. That's like what Penn State's a 44.5-point favorite, and it's like I wouldn't want to take it, but they're also that for a reason. Like these big spreads, a lot of times,
Totally.
They'll cover and you get a 50-0 shutout victory.
Well,
type of thing.
and Penn State's one of those teams that'll run it in before they knee it out.
Oh,
They've
they
been doing
will.
that for the last couple of years. And I think that's all because James Franklin wants to be in good hands with the alumni who are betting on the spread every weekend.
100%. No, he 1,000% knows what the spread is.
Totally.
There's no
Has
question
to.
that he
All the
doesn't.
boosters and all the donors and everything else is betting on it. And so you better get it done.
Yeah. You want money coming into the program? You want that next NIL transfer coming in?
Right. He's not in the good graces a lot because he can't win the big games.
Yeah, that's going to be Penn State's schedule is not that difficult aside from their typical big games. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think they have Oregon on the schedule this year. That's because do you know if they play Ohio State this year?
I'm not sure unless it's the Big Ten championship, which that's what everybody's thinking it's going to be.
Yep. And it makes sense because I'm questionable on what Oregon will look like this year, to be honest. I don't know
if they're coach. I'm a Dan Lanning fan.
Yep.
And they're going to, they have talent. They obviously have talent, but I don't know if they're going to be as dominant as they were last year.
Yeah. And they obviously ran the regular season table, but this might be more of their welcome to the Big Ten type of year.
Right.
All right. Let's see. Anyone else got questions on these games?
And we're about ready for kickoff.
Yeah, nobody's asking on anything else. We'll get going.
All right. South Florida plus 5.5, Nebraska minus 6.5, Wyoming, Akron under 48.5. Those are the three if you want them. And then the better slip. I like the better slip more than those three anyway.
Yeah, let's pull that up really quick again. You guys use this on Better? Are the links in our bio to get in? You get your bonus cash. Better's actually got a nice offer. It's you bet 10, you get 30. I mean, that's a easy $30 to make, and you only got to risk 10 for it. So screenshot this slip if you're on TikTok. That's on Better Picks. Use code TAKES, and you get that welcome offer. But with that, I think we'll hop off.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow or Saturday morning for the week 1.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot coming for you guys. A lot of content out, and if you guys are new here, we do 1 pick a day in our VIP, but we give out countless plays just for fun, for free for you guys because we want you to be happy with all the games. Whatever game you're interested in, we'll have something for you. Mikey said no baseball. Well, the games are kind of getting over. Do you have a specific game? I think. Oh wow, Aaron Nola got booted from this top 5. That's crazy. Kyle Schwarber to go under a home run is minus 175.
Well, how do you not take that?
Right.
If you're just still in a parlay, if he hits a home run, I mean, all right, whatever. But minus 175, that's the best. Like Ohtani and Judge are the only other people to get odds like that sometimes.
Yeah, some people. I'd hate that they do that, but some people straight bet a minus 175.
Right. But if you're just banking on somebody to not hit a home run, you got to feel good about it.
Yeah, you got to. that's a risk worth taking in a parlay. If that's what kills it, so be it.
Right,
We got asked about Philly's money line earlier today. I posted about the Braves, but let's see if that line has moved at all. Let's see. Nothing looking like on the money line here. Braves money line is still the top money line play. Let's just see what the line's doing. I mean, it's still obviously it's still an underdog pick, but it's trending.
right.
It's trending down. Not that that means too much when you go from minus 160 to minus 150. But do you think this is like Aaron Nola pitches himself, or do you think there's still opportunity
Right.
for the Braves?
I don't know. Everything I was looking this morning was saying the over. I mean,
Yeah,
I know these guys play each other tight a lot, but like both good lineups. It's not a terrible over spot. And then when you see a number like Kyle Schwarber under under a home run for minus 175, you got to think some. I mean, they don't just do that just because. There's gonna
no,
be some pop. There's gonna be some pop tonight, I think.
100%. That's true. It almost makes it you want to take Schwarber to hit a home.
Right, right.
Because they're hanging that out for a reason.
Right.
Okay, Mikey said he needs a 2-teamer.
Okay. Do you want? Yeah. Do you want it safe way or do you want to go spread wise? Because I think Nebraska money line tonight is the safest bet there is.
Yeah, Mikey, what odds are you looking for? Because we might dip into football for that, and then I think it'd be a better bet for you. Let's see. Soldier Ranger Phillies money line. I really wouldn't, to be honest.
No, I throw like we said earlier. That one guy, he had Yankees Nebraska. Yankees Nebraska sounds really good right now.
Yeah, Mikey, Yankees Nebraska. That's Evan. I think that's the best one.
I honestly, it might be. We might throw that up in the Discord if you want.
Yeah, that's. Do you know what? Let's see. We'll check the odds on that. Right?
Yeah, because I mean, the Yankees got to be big favorite. I mean, Nebraska's right around minus 220 or 215 at least. Yeah. It's probably worse than that now, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Okay, so Yankees, they're on DraftKings minus 198. So
that's not bad. That'll save it
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can put in. Let's see. Nebraska at minus 238. So that gets you to plus 113.
There it is. That's it right there. That's it.
So how much plus 113, plus 131, how much better do you feel about plus 131 if you threw in Wisconsin at minus 1,200 to win?
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not huge about throwing in the massive favorites just to get that little extra juice. But in what world does Wisconsin lose tonight? There's not one. There's not one.
But
that's like NC State. NC State's the same way tonight. But then when do you stop? Because you throw Wisconsin in there, you can throw an NC State in there. They're both in the same situation, and then you just keep it rolling.
And then it's
that's the hard part.
I was looking at Minnesota home to Buffalo minus 900. I think they win, but you're right. I think the smartest thing is Yankees Nebraska.
I like that.
And that's plus 113. That's a plus money play right there.
Right, but I get it. If you want to get a little extra juice, throw a little Wisconsin in there. I mean, why not? I get it.
Yeah, but that's definitely burnt me in the past.
Totally, and that of course, and it's always that one too.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we're about 8 minutes away from kickoff.
Boom.
And if you guys have questions, hop in the Discord, ask them in there. We'll be sending out more. We'll post this Yankees Nebraska one in the Discord too. A quick little 2-man, nothing wrong with that. Yep. And we'll see you guys soon. It's football season, so we're gonna be doing this pretty regularly.
We're back.
All right, we'll see you.